to episode 31, our Halloween spectacular. I still have you guys on grid view for just a second to look at all the backgrounds. It looks really cool, really fun. I appreciate you guys all coming, and it's great to be here. We're now into the holiday seasons, and so we have our Halloween special tonight. We're going to have our Thanksgiving special coming up and holiday down the road. So this is a moment of outreach for us. All these little special episodes are ways to allow you guys to invite your friends, family, and folks to come along. As I said, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but that's where we're at. We're out there trying to find an audience. So go forth, spread the word, and people who come can enjoy a show like this. All right, we've got a full show, so I'm going to stop jabbering away and get us going. We've got two speeches tonight. We have Asantie and Leah, both new school students. So without new school, we would not be here, so we really appreciate them. And then, as I said, we've got the 15 slots for table topics. So feel free to sign up more than once. I'm sure that we'll have plenty of room for that. So get in the links and sign up. All right, let's get into our show then. We've got for our first speaker tonight, Asantie. Asantie is
Hello.
doing her second speech tonight. Can you? There you go, Asantie. Welcome to the show, our Halloween spectacular. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good to see you. You're doing your second speech tonight, and so you're flying along. As most of our members know, our second speech is organize your speech. And as I'm always fond of saying, this is the way to give the audience a roadmap to what your speech is all about. So all along the way, we as an audience should be able to know where you're taking us. I always make the analogy of you're taking us on a road trip and we're like kids in the back seat saying, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And so your job is to say, we're almost there. Here's where we're at. We're going to be here soon. So that's what we as an audience should be looking for. And when we give our feedback to Asantie, make sure that you give her that kind of feedback in particular. Okay? All right, with that said, you've got 4 minutes on the clock, Asantie. I'll let you take it away.
Good evening, everyone. My speech today is entitled Double Trouble. I took the suggestion from Cailley at my last speech to give you some of the insights into what it's like being a twin. Now, I know most people are born alone, but I can say I wasn't. I was born 6 minutes after my older sister, Antonique, who's my fraternal twin sister. So we're not identical, we don't look alike. So that has patterned our life for the rest to come. If I had $1 for every time someone said, I wish I could be a twin, I'd probably be very rich right now. In 1980, 1 in 50 babies were twins. And now, as of 2014, 1 in 30 are twins. So we've become more prevalent as the years go by. And I just wanted to demystify some of the things that are common in what people think about twins. So, first, that you have a built in best friend, or as I would say, probably a partner in crime, because that's what we've been up to a lot of trouble, good trouble, but always together, always having each other's backs. I can recall one time we were at camp and she had my back when I was being tormented, so to speak, by some other children. And she just stepped in and she stood up for me and she made sure that I was okay. And I think that that's something that's so commendable and something that a bond that we share in terms of always being there for each other. Second, comparison and competition is very real. When you're two people born on the same day, even a few minutes apart, there's always questions. Who's smarter? Who's better at this? Who's better at that? But it can be good also because we've always been able to push each other, especially academically. Even when we were doing different things, it was always a good stretch to be able to say, how are you doing in this? Can I help? And always be able to push each other to do our very best. However, I did have a bit of an identity crisis because every time someone would ask me about myself, it'll be, and how is your other half? And I'm like, no, I'm just me. I'm Asantie. But a lot of people think that because we're a pair, that we're always together and that we should always be issued as such. Thirdly, twin tuition. No, if she gets pinched, I won't feel it. If she has a traumatic event, I won't feel it. At least not immediately. When she tells me about it, I'll have an obvious emphatic response and empathize with her as someone who I share a very deep bond with, being born on the same day and having the same exact life for 17 years until she moved to another school and we had separated for the first time. So that bond is very, very real, very, very deep. However, does not transcend physical boundaries, and we do not physically feel each other's pain, but emotionally, yes, I would say that it's very real that we do. So some tips in how to treat your twin friends or persons that you might come across. Don't compare, get to know them individually. They're two different people, as my sister and I are two different people. And please try your best to tell us apart. I know it might not be easy, but it will mean a lot to your twin friends if you know them individually since they're separate people. Thank you.
Asantie, that was great. I loved hearing about your twin, and now I know what questions not to ask and to ask. And also, I should also say this though. You know, you did such a great job on giving us a roadmap. I just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out. The steps along the way were very helpful, so I really appreciated that. So let's get the audience to give their feedback on you. If you all would take a moment, and Sean, if you put the link in the chat for our audience evaluation, give Asantie your feedback there, and Asantie, you'll get your private feedback for your self-evaluation, and we'll listen to Asantie's favorite song while we do. That would not be it. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We are now into our formal evaluation for Asantie, and that's going to be Bhavika. Let's see if we can get Bhavika on the screen. Bhavika, welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm
Welcome,
good.
welcome to our Halloween Spooktacular.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you as well. So you're going to give Asantie's evaluation, and unfortunately, we didn't give a chance to give you a heads up, but because we have an expanded show, we've reduced our evaluation time down to 2 minutes. So hopefully that's enough time for you to give your evaluation in full. And Jorge is our other evaluator, just an FYI. Also, the timer is now 2 minutes for the evaluation. So with that said, let me get Asantie back on the screen for us, and then you can give her your evaluation. Take it away.
Hi, Asantie. You did really well. You spoke very confidently. You were always making eye contact. And there was always, I always saw that you were smiling and you were enthusiastic about what you were talking about, which was great. You also started off, your first sentence was very to the point. We knew exactly what you were talking about, and that's your experience of what it's like to be a twin. And then you had your 3 great headers, which I really appreciated. And then you went into your examples from your experience. So you talked about comparisons and competition. And then you also talked about we have each other's back. But then you really went into what does that really mean, how that has been an experience for you. And you were really good at pausing in between your 3 main points, which was great. I really did like that you ended it with tips. So it was a really good transition to wrap it up in the end and say, now you know what it's been like for me to be a twin. Here's some tips on some do's and don'ts. So I thought that was a great idea. And yeah, overall, I really enjoyed listening to you speak, and I think you did a really great job of organizing your speech and keeping us engaged. Thank you.
Great job on that, Viveka. Yes, I agree. Asantie, you are well on your way to being a fabulous speaker. So great job on that. And we're going to get ourselves reset to our next speaker. And so if you're in the table topics form, make sure you fill out one more time a slot, and then whether you're going to be a trick or a toast. So our next speaker for the evening is Leah. She's going to be a new member of the club, a relatively new member of the club, and again, another new school student with us. Let me see if I can get Leah on the screen. Leah, welcome to the New Voice Live for your icebreaker. How are you feeling?
Pretty okay.
A little nervous?
A little bit.
Good, that's what we want here. The whole point of this exercise is to make you feel nervous. And the icebreaker is called an icebreaker for a reason. You know, when we talk about going into a room full of strangers, the metaphor of being kind of trapped in the ice where you don't know what to say, don't know what to do, what the icebreaker is meant to do is to break that ice. And so for us, the whole point of the ice is the idea of being on stage, talking to an audience. And is that fear and anxiety that we're trying to reproduce as much as possible so that when you do it, after you do it, you feel like, oh my God, that was easy, or at least I did it. And in feeling that, being able to say, I want to do that again. I always equate this to being on a tightrope. And so for those of you who are on the tightrope for a long while and know how to juggle while you're on the tightrope and do all the fun things on a tightrope, you know that before you got there, just getting across the tightrope was all that mattered. And so that's where we're at with the icebreaker. Is this is your first initiation to the tightrope. It's all about doing whatever you feel, because that's the point of the icebreaker. Is there are no rules for you. You are a stranger to us and we're a stranger to you. So we're just getting a chance to meet you. So have fun, take your time, enjoy the show, and I look forward to your icebreaker. You've got 4 minutes on the clock.
Hi everyone, I'm here tonight to break the ice. I find it rather hard to introduce myself because I don't know what to focus on. Should I tell you I'm a grad student? Should I tell you I'm the biggest Law and Order fan? There's many things I could say, so let's start with the basics. My name is Leah, I'm 24, and I'm a new school international student from France. I have many interests right now, but my main occupation is school. I'm so passionate about what I'm studying right now that I'm a little bit afraid of graduating in May. I have a degree in finance, but was miserable when I was studying that, and I finally realized that it was not the right path for me. Changing my academic field from finance to international affairs was a way for me to make sure that my future career would reflect who I am. Here at the new school, I feel like I found the perfect fit. My classmates are smart, ambitious, and kind. My professors are amazing, and I truly feel like I could make an impact with what I'm doing right now. Sometimes I look back on my undergrad experience in gloomy London, studying something that I didn't really like with people who, let's be honest, were not very nice, and I tell myself that I'm glad that time is over. But every difficult experience is a learning experience, so I do not regret anything at all. Enough talk about school. Who am I? What do I do in my free time? What is important to me? So what I do in my free time? Well, the pandemic has disrupted most of our lives, and now I spend most of my free time indoors. If I'm not at my desk writing an essay, I'm on my couch reading or watching Law and Order, or I can be baking a cake in the kitchen. I've been missing going to the movies a lot lately, and I know I'm gonna soon miss the winter feeling of walking in the cold for 25 minutes and then finally making it to that restaurant. But it's okay because I'm a homebody and I live with someone who makes being stuck at home okay. Speaking of which, I don't think I could introduce myself without talking about the people I love. I believe you're a reflection of who you surround yourself with. I haven't been home in France in almost a year and a half, and depending on traveling restrictions, I might not make it home to France this Christmas either. It's okay. 2020 has been the year of thanking the universe for FaceTime. I have a great family. We have our moments, but as I grew up, I gained perspective and I'm really grateful for them. My dad is my best friend. I talk to him on the phone every single day. And I've been really lucky that he's been able to visit me throughout this whole period of time. My mom and I didn't always get along, but living far away from each other has made us closer. And now I realize that every day that goes by, I look and act more like her. My sister and my brother are great. I'm 8 years older than my brother, and it's been nice reconnecting with him now that he's over his teenage boy grumpy phase. My sister is 2 years younger than me. You can imagine how that went when we were teenagers, yelling at each other for stupid things and then acting like nothing happened 2 minutes later. We're grown now, so we get along and we text constantly. I hope with all my heart that I can go to France this Christmas so that I can see them. And my mom told me this morning that she's getting a new puppy, so I really want to go home and see that puppy too. If I can't make it, that's okay. I live with my boyfriend, the goofiest, kindest, most patient person, and his family too. So another Christmas in New York with him would be okay. I think 2020 has been a learning year for me. I realized the importance of putting myself and the people that matter first. I think it is only once you realize how important you are to yourself that you see who in your life brings you joy and who doesn't. 2020 has been the year of making decisions for myself, whether it was deleting Instagram because it was distracting or cutting off toxic people from my life. Well, 4 minutes is a short time. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope you got to learn about me a little bit more.
Great job. That was such a good icebreaker. You really did a good job on getting us to know who you are. And welcome to the club. We look forward to all the other speeches to come. So fantastic job on that. Let's get Leah's feedback to her. So if you wouldn't mind all, again, one more time, Sean, put the link in the chat for the audience evaluation. And Leah, you'll get your private link for your self-evaluation. And we've got Leah's favorite song coming up next, hopefully. I may have to do some glitch fixing here, but it's going to be from Fleetwood Mac. Welcome back, everybody, to our formal evaluation. And tonight's evaluator for our second speech is Jorge. Jorge, let's get you on the screen here. Welcome, Jorge, to the show.
Hello.
I love the funky glasses.
Thank you.
And as I said before, we've got it shortened speech or shortened evaluations tonight to give us the time for our table topic. So you've got 2 minutes on the clock, and you always have a fun job evaluating the icebreaker. So I'll let you take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Henry. Hello, club members and guests. Leah, my job today as the evaluator of your speech is pretty simple. I'm going to praise the good things that I saw on your speech, and I'm going to also encourage you to maybe add something on your speech next time so it can be um, better or improve a little bit. So the first thing I want to say that you are very brave for sharing something personal. That is really good. I like to do that. And when other people do it, I really appreciate that. And the content, you grouped it together. You had like an introduction, then you moved on something different, and then you also had a closing. I really like that. And you also added what I like to call a personal flavor, which is showing us your true self. Sometimes it's not that easy. Okay. And to move on to the second part, which is to encourage you or share a suggestion or something that you can, like I said, add to your speech next time, it would be to keep adding questions maybe, or to keep engaging the audience by asking or pausing a little bit. Like I really like the fact that at the beginning you did it, right? you asked yourself and said, I'm not sure, or I wasn't sure what am I supposed to talk about or what to share with the audience, maybe do that maybe once or twice. Don't do it too much. And I think that would been an excellent addition to your speech. Try it out some next time if you like. But overall, great job. Thank you.
Great job there, Jorge. And yes, I agree absolutely. Trying to use the rhetorical questions to engage the audience is always a great way to get us engaged. So I appreciate that. Let us get it back into our table topics here. So again, one more time, Sean, if you want to remind everyone with the link in the table topics chat, we'll get the question of the day, trick or toast, and get ourselves reset for Rob's spectacular table topics. So Rob is going to be our host this evening. And as I said, we've got an extended rapid fire round. So I've got the table topics up. We have plenty of spots available. We wanted to do this to make sure that we accommodated everybody. This is why you all come every week and paid your hard-earned money to be here. So sign up for table topics, get your practice in. And again, it's a rapid fire round. So you get 1 minute on the clock. I'll let Rob explain what his whole idea behind the trick or toast is. So let's get Rob on the screen now. Welcome, Vampire Rob.
Thank you very much.
I love the costume.
Thank you.
And I know you've got some special fun things for us for our Spooktacular special. So I'm going to let you take it away and explain to everybody what you have in mind.
Oh, you guys are in for a bloody treat. It's going to be fantastic. So, really exciting. 1 minute table topics. The music comes on at 1.5 minutes, and this is how it's going to work. You have 2 options. One is trick, and one is toast. So if you pick toast, you have to give a 1 minute toast to one of our fellow members here in, if you open it up to gallery view, you can see all these wonderful friends of ours. So select a member and give a toast. And if you pick trick, woo, get ready for it. Henry, I'm going to share my screen. We have this wonderful wheel of Halloween themed table topics. So we will roll the wheel and your table topic will have to be about a Halloween family tradition. Or whatever the wheel ends up on. So that's how it's going to work. Any questions? Ask away in the chat. But first up, for our lightning round, and remember 1 minute, the word of the day is daunting. And I hope this isn't too daunting. Decide trick or toast.
Useless humans.
I'm sorry, Rob. Zoom has changed how they do their interactions. They've changed this on me. Sorry, Rob. We're having some technical difficulties here. Let me see if I'll get you on the screen again. They did an update on me and they didn't tell me.
Well, first up, we have Alex. So Alex can think about whether he wants to do the wheel of tricks or a toasty old toast to our Toastmaster friends.
Man, what a daunting question, Rob. Daunting,
Useless
in
humans.
fact. Yeah, indeed.
Don't
What-
start yet, though, because
No.
you're not on camera yet. So
Oh, okay, okay. Well, no.
you and I can have a little.
This is the intro, you know.
Yeah. You and I. This is like before you come onto stage.
Okay, well, lay me on.
We're in the
Lay-
green room.
That's it.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that.
No worries. No
Oh,
Take it
there
worries.
away.
we go.
Well, listen, Rob. Like I say, a daunting choice. And if I were to toast, I would toast my two colleagues, Dav and Todd, who are here. But I think
Yay.
I'm going to go for the trick.
Oh, let's get the
It's
wheel
got to be
up.
tricky, man.
It's a tricky one. Okay, here we go.
Give me your worst.
It's the suspense. It's so daunting.
Indeed.
Oh, best costume.
Best costume. All right.
And
Who's
remember,
best costume?
Halloween themed best costume. You
All
have
right.
a
I'll
minute.
tell you my best costume that I ever had in Halloween.
Perfect. Take it away.
Way back in the 20th century, when I was a younger man, I went to a Halloween themed party. And what did I have for a costume? I didn't have anything. What could I go as? Herman Munster? It? No. I went as Little Red Riding Hood. I had everything. Yeah, I had a dress this color. I had all of the accoutrements, if you know what I mean. I had the wig. Yes, it seemed a little bit daunting to get all of this together. However, it was really great. I was the belle of the ball. Now, Little Red Riding Hood, I kind of mixed and matched there a little bit with Cinderella. You know, I had to have my nice shoes that fit me like a glove. Otherwise, I would break my ankle, right? And it's very difficult to walk in those kinds of shoes, I find. My hat's off to all of the people who wear them as a matter of course. Well, candy, drinks, much fun. This is a family show, so I won't go into what happened afterwards. But as I wait for my time to go down, tick, 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 tock, which also seems a little bit daunting, I'm going to just thank you so much and leave you with the image of me as Little Red Riding Hood. Back to you, sir.
Thank you, Alex. And I have to say, as Dracula, I'm wearing a red cape, so I think we're in good company. And you're always the belle of my ball, Alex. So thank you very much for a wonderful speech and a double dauntings. Very impressive. Next up, we have my chef friend, Jeneil. You want to jump up here, Jeneil? And what do you think? Toast? You're a chef, so I don't know if you're going to go with the toast or if you're going to go with the trick.
I'm going with the toast, of course.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be a chef otherwise.
We're all baking these days, so I'm excited. We'll take it away or bake it away.
Thank you.
One minute.
I would like to toast. I would like to toast our Toastmasters Club, The New Voice. The New Voice has been a part of my life for 6 going on 7 years, and I have met the most incredible people. I have grown as a person on a personal level and professionally through this club. I have met people I never imagined in my life I would meet. I met Henry, who used to talk all about Zen, Eastern Japanese Buddhist Zen, and I'm sure he still wants to talk about that, but he has the show to run. I have my hometown friend, Cailley from Michigan, And this has really become something that we do together. And I really love that and appreciate that. And I've just really loved meeting all of you and making new friends. So thank you so much.
That was so good. Thank you
you.
for taking the toast. And I forgot that you and Cailley are from the same town. So good. Well, I am so excited to be part of New Voice Live too. So I think that was a great first toast. So I appreciate you baking it so well. Next up, oh, I gotta pin my view. My bat eyesight is so terrible. Davender, one of Alex's Montreal friends. Can you come up here? Hey there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Wearing sunglasses at night. So what do you think? You're gonna go with the trick or the toast?
I'm going to go trick for 300.
Oh, let's get the wheel up. All right.
Where's the wheel?
Dun,
Oh,
dun,
oh,
dun,
there it goes.
dun.
Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Trick or treat. All right. So give us a Halloween theme trick or treat. And remember, it's 1 minute. The word of the day is daunting. And I'll let you take it away.
It was a daunting choice. I was a young man waiting at the foot of this long pathway and stairs going up to a door. Should I ask for a trick or a treat? It was hard because my pumpkin was a bit too light, and so I could definitely use more treats. But on the other hand, what if they responded with a trick? Because as a young boy, I didn't like to be afraid. So what am I going to do? I just stood there looking at that door far away in the distance with just one light bulb above it. And I thought, it's getting too cold. I'm going home. Bye. And I just walked back home.
Thank you, Davender. So good to have a guest, especially from Canada. One of a wonderful story of trick-or-treating. And is that a Canada trick-or-treating story, or is that a story from your days in the States?
Oh, it's pulled out of thin air, just like a Halloween story. Did it happen or not?
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and I loved the speech. Oh, next up, we have Todd from Montreal. Todd, can you come up here?
Okay.
Hey. All right, so you have a choice, a toast or a trick?
Considering I've only been in the room for, I don't know, 20 some odd minutes, it's really hard to toast people. But if I was to, it would definitely have been Leah. But I'm going to go with a trick night.
Let's do it then. So let me share my wheel. And get a good spin on there. Whoa. Movie or song, a Halloween song.
They did the Monster Mash. It was a really crazy dance.
Take it away, Todd.
So let's talk about the, you know, that movie that we all go to once a year when we're allowed to actually socially get together. And you get together and you throw toast, and it's just crazy how they animate and live action role play with inside this show. And some of you have probably been to it. Some of you are probably wondering, what the hell is he talking about? Well, one day you'll get to go do the Monster Mash. And if you do, it's a crazy kind of show. And with that, I'll leave you wanting more as I exit stage right. Thank you very much, Dracula.
Oh, Todd, thank you. There's nothing better than the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. Thank you very much. Love having guests. All right. Next up, we have Annie. Oh, Annie, bring those horns and those wonderful ears up here.
Hi, Rob.
Hi, what do you think? You thinking toast or are you thinking trick?
I can't decide who to toast, so I'm gonna go with Trick.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get our wheel up here. All right. Ooh, that's a good one. All right.
All right,
Your
pumpkin carving.
theme is, yeah, Halloween pumpkin carving. Don't forget, 1 minute on the clock, and the word of the day is daunting. Take it away, Annie.
Thanks, Rob. Well, Halloween has always been one of my favorite holidays. And so a few years ago, I organized at my office a pumpkin carving contest. And I had everything planned, and I got, I don't know, about 30 pumpkins and all of the special safety carving knives. And it went great. Everybody sort of gathered in the big conference room, and there were pumpkin guts all over the meeting table. And what I realized is how competitive I am as a pumpkin carver. It was a little moment of self-discovery. It was a design firm, an architectural design firm, and there were a lot of very fancy pumpkins, and mine was middling at best, and I was very jealous. But I did have a great time, and we drank a lot of cider, and it was one of my favorite adult Halloween memories.
Annie, I know exactly. Going to art school and being a designer, the pumpkin carving contests are always the worst. They definitely are daunting. And it's sad to say, my kids this year, I didn't get pumpkins for them to carve. I got ones that they could draw on. So there's no pumpkin guts in my house. We're keeping it we're keeping it PG. Markers on. Well, thank you for the wonderful table topic. I love pumpkin carving. All right, up next we have Asantie.
Hi.
Oh, hey there, Angel.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Toast or trick? Trick or toast?
I'll toast.
Okay. So no wheel necessary. Pick someone of the members, and remember it's a 1 minute table topic. And the word of the day is daunting. Take it away.
I like to toast Henry tonight. It's something I've been meaning to do on the side for a little while because I was very nervous about coming online for the Toastmasters, the Zoom. I was trying to get away from too much Zooming, but Henry has created such a platform that is so inviting, and him himself has been so excited to have us as students and something that I appreciate. And he keeps saying that he's not cool, but I think that he's very, very cool. And I think that he's very, very influential and interesting. And so, such a person to be nice around. And I think that he's doing the best job in getting us all involved and facing our fear. So thank you, Henry, for all the work that you do for our club. It is very much appreciated and doesn't go unnoticed.
Thank you, Asantie. You're gonna make my makeup run. I have to say that Henry is so inspiring too, and one of the reasons that I signed up for this club. And I don't think he could say he's not cool, because he's definitely too cool for school. Too cool for new school. Well, thank you so much. That was really great. Next up, we have Tiana.
Hi.
Hey, welcome. I love your forest background.
Thank you.
So what do you think? You thinking toast?
So I
Trick.
chose toast, but I thought it would be daunting because I thought I was going to have to be talking about bread.
humans.
But since we're toasting people, I'm going to toast my brother.
Okay. So a toast to Trey. I'll let you take it away.
All right, thank you. Okay, so my brother Trey is probably one of my favorite people. I always say that if you're ever on a deserted island, you want to have Trey with you because he knows a little bit about everything. He's just one of those people that knows just random things that would probably be helpful if you were on an island. He probably doesn't think that he's that interesting, or maybe he does, but I think he is extremely interesting and someone who's into so many different things that you can't even really like put him in a box, right? So he wants to go salsa dancing. He wants to go ice skating or roller skating or snowboarding. He's cooking. He doesn't use a microwave. Like my brother is amazing. That's the way I look at it. I don't know if other people look at that, but I think my brother is amazing. And I talk about him all the time. I see him over time though. I need to get better at my ending.
No, that was great. And I just love that you and Trey started at the same time. And I'm just so excited to get to know both of you more. And thank you for picking Trey to do your toast on. Because he does, I get that vibe from him from the little that I know him through our little plus I'm in a coffin.
I needed more time to give it justice.
The fact that we're well, there's going to be plenty more speeches to do that. So thank you so much. I love the toast. It was so good. All right, next up. This lightning round is fast. Okay, we have Jorge. Jorge, can you come into the coffin with me? Oh, 3D.
Hello.
Well, there's only blood all over my face, so I think it's going to be very 2D with those glasses. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
So what do you think, Jorge? Are you going to go with the toast or the trick?
Trick. I like to live on the edge.
Well, let's get the wheel up. Okay. Oh, best costume. Okay, Jorge, I'll let you take it away. Do a 1-minute table topic on a best Halloween costume.
Great. Best costume. Yes, I have the story. It was a time many years ago, a long time ago, I had a big crush on someone I knew, through friends, and she was having a party, and I decided to surprise her by dressing up as a pirate. So I went and bought all the things, the sword, the hat, the eye patch, everything. But I didn't think about makeup, so I just borrowed some eyeliner, I think it was from someone, and I painted my face to make the bird, right? The beard. And when I got there, I was kissing people on the cheek because that's how Latinos do. I was getting to the part, I was kissing everybody on the cheek, on the cheek, on the cheek. Turned out I was making everyone's face with the black of the eyeliner, and I pretty much felt so bad. I left the party. Anyway, that's my story.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Jorge. Well, I feel you. I have a little bit more makeup on than I usually have, and I was drinking my seltzer and was getting my blood all over the place. So I get it, and I could only imagine like smearing it over other people how I'd feel. So thank you very much for the wonderful table topic. All right, next up we have Trey. Trey, can you come to the stage?
Hello, hello.
Hi. So what are you thinking? Trick or toast?
All right. So my idea was to also do a toast. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Want everybody to check out my
Toasty
little
cat.
Well, not only a cat, but I'm a sexy cat. So
Nothing sexier than multiple bras on a kitty.
Yep. Sexy cat. I think I did it right.
You did. You're good. All right, I'll let you take it away.
All right. So mine is going to be a toast, not only to the lovely new people who have joined, because I know that public speaking is a daunting task, and we are all here trying to get better at speaking. And so I definitely want to make sure I give a shout out to everybody here. However, I got to give the super shout out to my sister. I know we all saw it coming. She gave me a lovely toast that if I were just a few shades lighter, I'd be blushing right now. However, words can't describe how awesome my sister is. She did give me quite an introduction, but honestly, when it comes down to it, she is the reason why I am as interesting or as awesome as she claims that I am. If you don't already, get yourself a Tiana.
Thank you, Trey. Oh, that was awesome. I wish we could have milked that for a little bit longer because of the timer, but it was a very wonderful speech, and I love your costume.
There you go.
Thank you. It's so great to have you and your sister as new guests, so thank you for coming up. Next up, we have Teju. Can you jump to the stage? Our spooky coffin stage. Oh, and I love the haunted house hair.
So
welcome. Trick
you.
or toast?
I'm going to do a bit of both. So I'm just going to try a little bit of
Tricky
both.
toast.
Tricky
Okay,
toast.
well, I'll let you take it away.
Thank you. Do I have to?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Let's get the wheel. Sorry. Let's go back. Rewind. get this wheel up here. So I'm excited to see how you combine, how you Frankenstein. Oh, a Halloween movie or song mixed with a toast. Take it away. 1 minute. The word of the day is daunting.
If I were allowed to make a movie of my own, why not get my best of uh, protagonists in it? My friend Leah and my friend Jeneil. Wouldn't they be amazing to have them in a movie? And if I were to ask them to be a little baby and ask for trick or treating, or would it be treating or treating? Ask them what it would be. I am trying to figure out what the subtitles would be. Am I going to be that little girl in that room, in that haunted house? Or would I want to be that guy who was scared in the Addams Family movie? What would I do if I had a little bit of both? Can I have my friends come in? Because they have always been with me together. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. You took it to the next level. That is daunting.
Sorry, Leah. Sorry.
Oh no, it was so good. I love it. Thank you so much. I love that you're like, let me just do it all. Let me do everything on the wheel. Thank you so much. That was great. All right, next up, we have Chavaun. Hey, you're on mute,
Hi,
I think.
everybody.
Hey, welcome.
Hello, hello.
So what are you thinking, trick or toast?
I am definitely going to go with the toast.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So, am I going
Wait,
now?
wait a second. Go ahead. Yeah. All right, take it away.
So, this week has been a left week for me. Although I am a left-handed person, whenever someone says, "Oh, you're a lefty," I'm like, "Yeah!" Like I'm so excited. Well, this week and even today, I don't want to hear the word left at all because everything's been going left this week, from my meetings to my family members losing power. So today I go to Trader Joe's to go shopping, and I said, finally, I'm able to get the food that I need. I call an Uber, get in the Uber, and then I just took a deep breath and I said, it's over. On my way back home, I ended up getting into traffic. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to be in the moment and just embrace it. It's okay. Everything is okay. And so I finally got home. And when I got home, I checked my email, and Cailley, I got an email from her, and she said, hey, hi, Chavaun, are you still joining us to be the timer? And I was like, what else? Everything has gone left. So I would like to toast to Cailley and say thank you for being a team player and showing up. I appreciate you very much. That's it.
That was so good. And I feel you. It's definitely been one of those weeks where
left
it's like,
week, yes.
It's been terrible.
So yes. Thank you, Cailley.
Well,
I appreciate you.
Well, Cailley's definitely a lifesaver, and
Yes, of
and thank
course.
you for toasting her, and thank you for the wonderful, wonderful table topic. Oh, I love all of our new members. Okay. Oh, up next we have, speaking of the devil or the strawberry, we have Cailley. Come on up, Cailley.
Hi, Rob. Oh, I wish I was a devil strawberry now.
Oh. I look like I've been eating strawberries. I have like this, my blood is all over the place.
You're a strawberry sucking vampire.
So what are you thinking?
Oh, I'm gonna do a toast. And thank you, Chavaun, for that sweet toast as well.
Oh. All right, toast away with strawberry preserves.
I'm gonna toast Jeneil, and I was gonna actually be really upset if she was toasting me because Halloween is sort of our holiday. Jeneil and I have been friends for, I don't even know how many years. We went to high school together, we went to college together. but I don't think we really became friends until we both moved to New York. And New York is where our Halloween tradition started. We would go every year to Dallas Barbecue. I think because we thought that was like a fancy place in New York when we were young and just moving there and just figuring out what New York was all about. And we would order the most disgustingly neon pink green slushy alcoholic drink that had 2 shots of test tube shaped shots in them. And that holiday tradition has always stuck with me as being something uniquely Jeneil and I. And much like Halloween, where you try on a lot of different identities, she and I have been friends through our 20s, when I know I tried on a little different identities. And she sort of always stuck with me through all those. And so I don't know that I have many friends who have known me in so many different iterations of my life. And here we are sitting on Zoom in a pandemic, still friends. So Jeneil, I appreciate you and I love you.
Thank you, Cailley. That was so good. And I love that you're wearing your Halloween costume from your youth. It all kind of comes back, the circle of life. So
Indeed. Indeed. 5th grade to now.
Well, thank you so much. I love it when the senior leadership team jumps on. And speaking of which, we have Sean up next. Lucky number 13. How Halloweeny. How are you, Sean?
I'm good.
Well, what do you think? Are you thinking trick or toast?
I think I'm gonna spin the Halloween wheel.
Oh, let's get it out. Let me go to my screen sharing. All right, let's spin this wheel. Oh, haunted house. Well, I know you love your zombie movies, so I feel like this is going to be a good one. Take it away, Sean.
Yeah. Okay, so I think, like this is such a great question. And like back when I was in college, I went to college upstate about 4 hours from the city. I went to SUNY Binghamton. And if you ever, and if you ever been to upstate New York, one thing you'll come to see is that property values are very low in like that part of the state. So when I was a sophomore in college, a few of my friends and I, we bought a 10-story house in downtown Binghamton, and then for every Halloween we would turn it into a haunted house, and we would invite people from campus to come and check it out. And since we were only humble college kids, we would only charge a $3 cover, and then they would get unlimited drinks, and they would get a cigar that they they could bring back to campus and tell everybody on their floor about. Thank you.
Oh, so good. I would have loved to have gone to your haunted house. All you can drink for $3 and a scare? You can't beat that. Thank you, Sean. That was really great. Okay, next up, we have Tiana. Can we get Tiana up?
My
Oh,
turn already?
Yeah, you want to do a second one? You ready?
Sure.
You want to do the wheel, or do you want to do another toast?
No, the wheel.
Okay, let's get it up. There we go. pumpkin carving.
Okay, so I
All right.
definitely do not want to end this one.
Take it away.
Okay. So pumpkin carving, I don't actually do myself, but I do like it when other people do it as I'm walking around the neighborhood and I see the crazy, creative carvings that people do. Like I don't have the patience for that kind of stuff at all, but I enjoy it when other people do it. Yeah. Like this is not a good one for me. But thank you.
No, I'm with you. I really do love seeing creative pumpkins, but I hate getting like messy and dirty with them and like having kids and doing pumpkin carving. It's just like all those seeds and it's just hours of that and then they just rot on like you know it's bad. So I much more enjoy seeing them on stoops and around the neighborhood. And I've been seeing a lot of ones with masks this year, so I think that's very appropriate. That's kind of COVID pumpkin. So thank you so much for coming and doing a second round. And I don't know if we have room for one more. What do you guys think? Is there anyone? Okay. I guess that's it.
Yeah, I think that may be it for us, Rob. There was a little glitch on the screen there. So I appreciate that, Rob. And great job on that. That was a new one for us. We did a rapid lightning round concept there. And it was interesting to watch. You know, in many ways, doing a shorter speech is somewhat more difficult than doing a longer speech because you got to condense everything down. So great job, everyone. We might come back to the lightning round in the future. And great job, Rob. Love table topics. So speaking of which, Sean, would you mind in the chat doing our final little feedback form for Rob? And we're going to vote for both the favorite, spookiest, best table topic, as well as the best costume / background. So hit the link in the chat there and make your vote and give Rob your feedback. And while you guys are doing that, we'll get into our roles with the timer and Grammarian for the evening. And so let's get them on the screen for us. I believe, yes, we've got our Grammarian. That's going to be Jeneil for the evening. Jeneil, are you there?
Hello, Henry.
Can you give us our Grammarian count?
Sure. I also just wanted to point out that I'm a sassy chef. You're on mute. That's my pandemic sweatshirt. So this evening for Asantie, she was completely clean, wonderful speech, Asantie. Bhavika had 2 ahs or ums as an evaluator. Leah had 4 ahs or ums. Great icebreaker, Leah. I really thought it was very cute. Thank you for sharing your story. Jorge had 1 or as Leah's evaluator. Alex was clean and used the word of the day. Congrats. I was clean, but I'm biased, so who knows. Davender had word of the day and was clean. Todd had 1 so and 1 you know. Annie was clean. Congrats. Asantie again, clean. Tiana had 1 so and 1 like. Otherwise, lovely. Jorge in his table topics had 1 and I thought your story was very funny, Jorge. Thank you for sharing. Trey, hilarious costume. Thank you so much. You are clean and you used the word of the day. So congratulations. Teju had 1 Chavaun had 1 nice toast, by the way. Cailley was clean. Thank you for such a sweet toast. Really hit me right here. Sean had 1 3 you knows and 3 likes. And that's quite the deal of the century with the $3 drinks. And then Tiana, for her second table topics, had one or and one so. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeneil. And I think we have Chavaun as our timer. Is that correct, Chavaun?
It's actually me, Henry.
Oh, it's going to be Cailley. Okay, let's get Cailley on there. Yes, Cailley, take it away.
Yeah, no problem. So first of all, Rob, thank you so much for doing table topics. It was actually exactly what I wanted from it. Like, it was fun, it was fast, you got everyone involved, just like perfect for this evening. Thrilled that you did that. Thank you so much. For the timers report, first speaker, Asantie at 3:50. Asantie, I loved your speech. And I have to say it was really fun because I got to find a lot of twin gifts to put in the live support channel. So you should check that out later. There's some really great gifts in there. Bhavika as evaluator was at 1:30. Leah, thank you so much for your icebreaker. I feel like I got to know you really well. Can't wait to get to know you more. You were at 4:10. Jorge, thank you so much for your evaluation. You were at 2:05. And then getting into the table topics timer report, our first speaker, Alex, you were at 55 seconds. Jeneil, you were at 1:05. Davender, welcome. It was great to see you speaking as our guest. You were at 1:05. Todd, also a guest, welcome. 55 seconds. Annie, you were at 1:05. Asantie, you were at 1 minute. Tiana was at 1:20. Then we have Jorge at 1:10. Boy, this was, you guys really, I agree with Henry. It is hard to talk and think of everything you want to say and get it out in 1 minute. So I'm impressed that most people stuck to about 1 minute. Moving on, Trey, you were at 1 minute. Teju, you were also at 1 minute. Chavaun, 1:20, and I got your back. Thank you so much for being here and for giving me that shout out. I was at 1:15. Sean, you were at 1:25. And then Tiana, for your last one, you were at 40 seconds. All right, thanks guys.
Thanks for that, Cailley. And so that's going to wrap up our show for the evening. And I got to tell you, for me, sitting back, it was hectic, it was crazy, but it was great. And I always talk about it, like I said, this is a stage where we're trying to ramp up the anxiety. And it felt as if it was really a tightrope tonight. And you guys did great, but I could clearly sense that, you know what, this is stuff that takes practice. And if I had to do a speech in 1 minute, I'm not sure I would have been able to do as good a job as you guys did. So great job, everyone. And again, a reminder, that's why we're coming. Every week it gets better, such that I look back on where we're at tonight, and there's no way we could have done something like this even a month ago. And so it's surely a sign of our progress. We're getting better every week. It's getting sharper and tighter every week. We're going to build that audience on YouTube. So help us out there as well. Spread the word. Let people know that's why we're here. One other shout out, Trey, every time I see your background, I'm about to shout like, Trey, you got somebody behind you, look out. It's such a good background. So I hope you guys had fun. I had a great time tonight. We're going to do after hours as usual. So if anybody has any questions about our club moving forward, stick around for after hours. If you just want to get yourself on grid view and have a cocktail with us for our Halloween special, feel free. But glad you all made it. See you again in 7 days for our next show. We'll see you guys at after hours. I thought we'd see you.